Hi everybody. I wanted to share another dream that I had. This one was on March 14th of 2014. I had a dream that my husband and myself were with our daughter, and we were with other parents and their daughters, and the girls were on a trip together. And we had pulled over to get gas, and for some reason, all of a sudden, like, the electricity went off and the pumps wouldn't work, and we couldn't even start our cars, some of us, for some reason. And there was no lights. Everything had just gone dark, and so we were stuck in this small town. And the townspeople, it was kind of out in the country, were really, really kind to us. And there was an empty white building that used to be a church or something. It reminded me of a church that was empty, and they said that we could stay there overnight until hopefully we figured out what was going on. So we collected all of the girls and all of our things, and we all went inside of this building, which was empty, and made makeshift beds on the floor. And as it was getting darker and darker, we got the girls to sleep, and the adults lay down around our daughters and tried to get comfortable. And I noticed out the window there was a flickering bright red light. And the adults went outside to go look and see what it was. And it looked like a giant mountain had just exploded out the top. And we could see magma and heat and a cloud wrapped around this mountain. And we knew it was going to reach us, but we knew we had several days before this calamity was going to come. And we were in shock at what we were seeing. So we were kind of resigned of, we can't get out of here. We know this is going to come down this mountain to where we are. And so we all went back inside, and we decided not to tell the girls. And for some reason you couldn't see it during the day. I don't know. So the next morning we get up, and the townspeople are so kind to us, and they bring us food and things to wash up with, and they're trying to help the girls have a good time and have fun, and the girls just think they're having an adventure and are enjoying being with each other and laughing and playing, and the parents are concerned about trying to get out of there. The electricity is still off. We still don't know what's going on. There's no communication in or out. And so at the end of the day, we, go back in, get ready for bed, get the girls ready for bed. And the parents are kind of putting their bodies between their girls and the direction that this calamity was coming from. Sort of, we can't stop it, but at least it would hit us first. And as it got darker again, we noticed a flicker, but from the other direction. And so the adults go back outside again to see what it is. And we saw a mushroom cloud on the completely opposite side. And we knew there was calamity on the east and there was calamity on the west, and they would probably arrive about the same time. And we were very distraught, somber, but resigned to it, I guess. And we just wanted to protect our girls. And that was all that was pretty much on our minds. And so we go back to bed. And the next morning we wake up, and the townspeople had a feast. I mean, just all kinds of food out on these tables. And they said, this is all that we have. We're at the end of our supplies, and we decided we were just going to make a feast, and we're going to have a meal together, and we're going to enjoy it. And so we did. We all sat together around this table, and we had a feast together, and I woke up. So I haven't really put this out before because I wasn't really sure what the exact meaning of it was. I think, I almost feel like the volcano might be a natural event, whereas this one might be war. It could also be, something like an asteroid or I don't know. It could be something supernatural. I don't know what it meant. I just knew that there was going to be calamity on one side and the other. And I don't know when these things are going to take place. I don't know if this has to do with the tribulation period, but the one thing I can say is that we had shelter. We had the kindness of strangers. We were together. No matter what came, He brought us joy in the midst of it. and we had a feast. I mean, we feasted like kings on this last day, and we were preserved up until that point. So I think the message behind this is we don't know what's coming. I think we all who have eyes to see and ears to hear know, especially with God sharing with us individually what's going on, and our stories sound so similar. He is going to preserve us. He is King. He is God. He takes care of his kids. And to fear not. And that we should be in unity. We should be in love. Helping one another. If you have the ability to do that, we should be doing that. Praying for one another. We all can do that. And staying close to the Lord and staying in his will. You know, make sure you've got eyes to see, ears to hear. So we know what's coming, what season we're in. We all know that. So anyway, this was just a dream that I had, and I just wanted to put it out there. He's just telling me to go through my dreams again, and I'm trying to be obedient and doing that. So I just thank you guys so much for listening, and God bless.